Okay, in this video tutorial we're now going to add a bit of sharpening and a bit of glow. And again, housekeeping wise, I have tucked our muscles layer and our colour fill underneath. So we're going to make a snapshot of all that information once again. So Shift Option Command E or Shift Alt Control E, and that will then gives us layer 1. So we'll just call it sharpen as the first stage. And once again I'm going to go for my old favourite for this, which is going to be high pass, which is going to suit Ross probably better than the actual girls. So we're going to go in at high pass and looking at the necklace and stuff like that. So filter down to other and then high pass. And I'm going to go for quite a lot of detail, so 1.4, click OK. And remember at this stage to desaturate the high pass, taking out those little colour information, and then this time we're going to use overlay to blend it back in, and that then crispens everything up as we would like it. Once we've done that, we're going to make a copy of all that information once again, which is Shift Alt Control E or Shift Option Command E, and this is just literally as a layer to sort of define all the information, because we're going to make a copy of the highlight area. So we do select color range, and then from there select our highlights, and we've got them there, so a good amount. Click OK. We're going to create a curves adjustment layer, and again if you've got CS3 just look at the curve that I'm about to lay out. I've got CS4, you can use the scrubby slider. I'm basically going to go to the brighter part and then make it even brighter, and we've got a curved bend like this one here. And once we've done that, we're going to soften the blend between the two. So this is the kind of glow aspect of things. So filter, blur, and this time I'm going to probably, just to be a little bit different, go for a box blur. You can see the overall glow effect that we're trying to achieve here, and we might want to exaggerate that even more, but too much. Still want to have the overall glow. Click OK. That then allows us to lower the opacity, or if you wanted to try, see how it would goes with blending into overlay or soft light, and try that. I'm going to stick with normal and just adjust the opacity to suit, just so we've got a bit of a glow going on there without losing too much detail. Just going to come back out, probably around about there. That's looking pretty good. So again, going all the way back to the beginning, there's before and there's after, and you can see the definition in the muscles that's been defined and the glow and things like that. Plus we've got a crispness on the subject, which is pretty good going. So just as a final sort of quick fix and just sort of working the shadows a little bit more, I'm going to create another layer above everything else, and we'll call this, well, first of all set it to soft light, and we'll call this just airbrush. If I can get my spelling right, there we go, airbrushing, that'll do. Go to my brush tool and lower the opacity down to 10%, and we want the flow at 50 this time. Again, using the graphics tablet, and make sure your brush is switched on, and I'm just literally going to brush in some more shadow detail, so just exaggerating anything that's happening. So just define the jaw area down the side, the nose, just bringing up little details and just working down the side of the arm, down this side again, and then again working on some highlights if we want. Once we get to the highlights, there we go. Just going to thin out the brush this time, left bracket key. Just define that. Just going to come in with the shadows a bit more here. A bit too much there, so we'll just back that off. That's a bit better. And we'll just do a little bit more around the peck area. And again, if we do that, we need to brighten up the peck area as well. There we go. A bit more in the shoulder area. And then once all that's been done, I'm just going to increase the vibrancy. So take a vibrance there. You could use hue and saturation, but we have the option in CS4 of the vibrance. Increase the overall vibrance. Just play with the saturation a bit more. And there we go. And that's kind of the finished outcome. If you're a bit too much in the airbrushing, remember you can go into your eraser tool, increase the brush size. So for example, I'm not kind of liking this area that I worked on here, so we'll just erase that back a little bit. On that, that's looking pretty okay. And then from there we can do before and then after. So just ripping the muscles, enhancing them up, giving a little bit more definition, and also toning the image and sharpening it up.